Hey, KZ here, fansfantasyfootball.com, pressboxonline.com. You can find me on Twitter at fansfantasy. Week 14 of the NFL. Who's in, who's out, who should we play, who shouldn't we play? Look, couple of big things. For Jacksonville, Montel Owens is going to be the starting running back. He's going to get somewhere between 15 to 20 carries. He's a viable flex play this week against a decent matchup. Also, Donald Brown is out for the Colts. That means Vic Ballard's going to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 carries. He should have a real good week this week against Tennessee defense. Gives up a lot of yards, gives up some points through the air. I like all of the Indianapolis Colts this week. I really like Ballard. I think he's a very solid RB2 this week. He may even sneak into the top 12 in most leagues. Washington and the Ravens. Look, the Ravens' defense is a mess. Everybody on offense seems to be healthy. Pierre Garcon looks like he's healthy for the Redskins, so no worries there. Chiefs and Browns. No problems there. It looks like Josh Gordon is a go. Brandon Flowers, interesting development. He's going to be a game time decision. If he is out, Josh Brown really moves up in some of the rankings. He'll have a real nice day. Chargers and the Steelers. Look, we know Big Ben is back. How healthy he is anybody's guess. Is he one hit away in a game? I think he's a risky start. I mean, it's a decent matchup, but he's one hit away. He lands on that shoulder. He's done for the day and maybe the season. So we'll see what goes on there. Mark Sanchez is back for the Jets. Look, I predicted as a bold prediction, Mark Sanchez is going to be a fantasy star the next 4 weeks. Let's see how that works out. He's got the matchups. The Jaguars gives up a ton of yards. So let's see how that works out. Bears and Vikings. Percy Harvin, we know that he went on IR. Jarius Wright will fill in. Kyle Rudolph gets a tick up. I like Jarius Wright if they would use him. He has some skills similar to Percy Harvin. He's a deep sleeper. Falcons and Panthers, Michael Turner's going to play, no problems there. Brandon LaFell is out. Jonathan Stewart is out. It doesn't really matter. Steve Smith has been horrible at wide receiver. Maybe he's a decent play this week because LaFell's out. I just think he gets more double teams because of that. The running game for the Panthers, I stay away from it. You got to start Cam Newton, obviously, because he's going to get the goal line touches and things like that. Rams, Bills, Amendola is a game time decision. Means Chris Givens, up or down based on whether Amendola is in or out. I think Amendola sits one more week. Stevie Johnson, he's going to play through a hamstring, but he's really risky. This is not one of those hamstrings that they allowed to heal through missing practice. He really has a bad hamstring. I don't like him this week at all. Dolphins, 49ers, Manningham is still not expected to play. Really doesn't matter. It's Vernon Davis, it's Crabtree there. Colin Kaepernick could have a decent day. He's going to have to throw. Dolphins don't give up a whole bunch of yards on the ground. I'm not a big fan of Frank Gore this week, even though he's still a top 24 running back. Cardinals, Seahawks. I mean, what do you say about this game? The Cardinals going back to Skelton. Quarterbacks have just killed Larry Fitzgerald. He's a viable play with Skelton more than he was with Lindley. Beanie Wells is expected to play. You can't use him. He's an in-game risk this week. Hakeem Nicks in the Saints-Giants game. I think he'll go. Ahmad Bradshaw obviously goes. David Wilson, maybe a flex play if you're desperate, but I don't really like him that much. Sunday night, Lions and Packers. Everybody's supposed to play except obviously James Stewart and Jordy Nelson remain out. I think Jennings comes back this week and has a really nice week. He made it through last week's game. They eased him back in. I think this is the week he really helps out. Texans and Patriots on Monday night. All the Patriots are going to play. Forget about this little, everybody's on IR. Everybody's questionable. Julian Edelman did go to IR. I think that really helps Wes Welker owners. We don't have to worry about anything. Edelman stealing some touches from him. I think it's a 10-catch week for Mr. Edelman. If you need any more information, you can always find me on the web, fansfantasyfootball.com. Click the contact page. I'll answer any question that you may have. Also on Twitter @fansfantasy. Hope everybody has a real good playoff run in the fantasy playoffs and a great week 14.